Must be delighted with that performance from your side today, Luke.
Okay, I'm interested to know why you say that.
Well, just gave a very good Norwich side, very good. Excuse me, guys. Can we have some quiet there, please? Sorry. Just gave a good Norwich side a good game and came over deserved point. That was my view.
Yeah, and it was genuinely I wanted to hear your thoughts
Yeah,
like that.
Well,
so
I see Norwich all the time. I see Swansea, obviously.
I really appreciate that. No, thank you. That's nice to hear because I think we're on the same page there. I think the opposition is brilliant for this level. I think if they didn't have a slow start, maybe in terms of results, early on in the season, I think by now they'd be absolutely secured in the playoff position for sure. Maybe even pushing in the automatic places. So to come here with the opposition in a good place with very, very obvious motivation and a brilliant crowd behind them, and to give a really strong performance, I'm happy with that. So thank you.
It's are you disappointed that you didn't come away here with the victory? I mean, I know that obviously that Norwich are pushing for promotion, but looking at yourself, are you happy with this point, or do you think it could have been more?
I think it could be more if things went everything our way, but I think it would be unfair of me to say that we absolutely deserved to win the game, because I thought Norwich were excellent and created good chances as well. So I think it's a draw is a decent reflection of the game. I think that's fair to say, but certainly our endeavour and our willingness to try to to win the game. I think for 90 minutes we tried to win the game, and we are a team at the moment that don't have the clear motivation. So that means that we have players in there that don't need to be fighting for something so obvious. That the key thing for me is that we're trying to get everybody on the same page, so that we're fighting for the people that come to watch us every week, because it's a club. Otherwise, we're just playing on a Sunday morning in the park where no one watches. But we're not. We represent a brilliant football club. So the people that came from another country, the whole width of another country, to come and watch a game of football, the bare minimum is the team is trying to win. The blocks today, the blocks on the line, the blocks from in the 18-yard box. I'm so happy with my team like that. Every one of them. But Ben Kabanga and Harry Darling putting themselves in front of shots and never turning their back and taking the ball in the grid, and that's the minimum they have to see. Then at the other end, they want to see that you're trying to score, desperately trying to score, people making actions to the box and crossing the ball and trying to beat a player. So all of these things should be enough motivation for us to come and play a game of football.
One player that actually stuck out was Lowe. He did a good goal clearance. Views on his contribution today.
No, that's another great example. Like at one end of the pitch, he made a really smart action in the box and shot and forced a really big save. So he nearly scored at one end, and then the other end, he heads the ball off the line. So, there's no better example of like a player being committed to everything that he has to do in the game, and he's a talented boy, and he has great quality, and if he has great commitment as well, then he's a hell of a player.
I mean, and speaking of commitment, you had two players who are out of contract. There's Paterson, who started, and one Walsh, who came on. Thinking about their future, I know you've said that you wanted to keep Payton in particular. Can you keep those players for next season and build on this? Or are you going to have to accept that you are going to have to fight to keep certainly Paterson?
Well, look, I think that balancing a squad is a very intricate thing. It's very difficult because one decision is not made in isolation. One decision has an effect on many other decisions. Yeah. And so we're not 100% clear of people's futures at the moment. That's the truth. And I don't want to talk in more depth about individual players and their current situation, because we need to speak with them and be absolutely clear with them and who represents them before we come out and talk to you. Yeah. So we do have a bit more work to do, and things will become much more clear in 10 days probably.
Okay, cheers.
I say it's 10 points from 12. Presumably you want to just finish now by winning your final home game of the season. That's a great way to go into the summer, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And so let's make a really good performance at home. Let's make a good performance and try to win a game, and then we're giving optimism, and we hopefully create some excitement over the summer that the fans are looking forward to seeing what we can do next season if we pick up from where we've left off. So absolutely right. That is going to be the clear incentive and message from all of us, is to go and make a brilliant performance in the last game.
I think I'm right in saying, I think if you win, you've got a chance to finish above Cardiff City. I think I'm right in saying that. Is that big motivation for the fans, actually?
Nothing will please me more.
Yeah.
Just a couple from me, but you must have been pleased the fact that, and you referenced it before, Norwich, with everything to play for here, they take the lead, your team then comes back, survives, and you said you relied on some excellent defending towards the end to secure a point as well.
No, you're absolutely right. I think that we really played on the front foot, and we managed to strike first, and I think the response from the home team was really strong, and I think we clammed up a little bit after we scored, and they took advantage of that. But then to come out second half and really play so brave, so many actions, we took the ball and try to make a long build up to put ourselves in a good position. I'm really impressed with the players for that, and like I say, I'm fully aware of how good the opponent was, and so to be able to do that was impressive.
Yeah, and that's the occasion, but individuals as well. I'm coming at this from a Norwich angle, but Gabriel Sara, Josh Sargent, players of that quality, and stifling them for large periods, that must be very difficult as an opposition manager coming here. Yeah,
it's so scary to play against, honestly. When you see them close up, the quality they have, the power, how smart they are. I mean, the first goal, the header, is a long way outside the frame of the goal, and he has a tiny area to hit, but he does it. And then, of course, like I know Ashley Barnes from the beginning of his career, he's an unbelievable player, really. He's let's be honest, he's proved himself in the Premier League. And so when you see these guys, you're going to be in a tough game. So we played brave today because we didn't play so defensive to just try and stop these players that we didn't give ourselves a chance to be up the pitch and score. I think the balance was good. We tried to defend really brave, try to take the ball and play really brave. And it was only probably when we faltered in today's game was when we went inside our shell a bit, and then these good players, they can smell it. They can smell it, and they feel then they have a foothold in the game. Yeah, so much quality in that Norwich side, and very, very good team to be up and see them close like that.
I think you mentioned pre-game that this would be, if not one of your toughest tests of your time here so far. Did that pan out in the way that you suspected? And so how pleased are you that your players were able to sort of stand up to that and come away with a point?
Yeah, I mean, from the games that we played very early on when I arrived at the club, at Leeds and Southampton, Ipswich, Leicester, we played all those teams fairly early on, and this is a team of that type of level for sure. And so I think that we came quite a long way because, we were able to impose ourselves on the game for large periods and be competitive throughout. I think in some of those games earlier on, we were blown away, and certainly I think it was fair to say that we've moved on from that.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you. Thanks very much, everyone. Nice to see you.